What's good, guys? Producer TCustomz, TCustomz.com. I've got another track for you guys that I've been working on. The past couple months, my focus has shifted a lot away from beats. You know, I haven't been uploading as many beats lately, and I've got a lot of other things going on with consulting and sound kits and my GCS movement team and all that kind of stuff. So it's been taking a lot of, I guess, precedence to my beats, but I'm back on the beats. At least I have been for the past couple of days. And yesterday I shared with you guys an inside listen into a new track I'm working on, and today I'm gonna do the same thing. So normally the way I like to work is usually between 3 and 5 sessions I like to work on in parallel. So instead of just attacking one track all at once, I like to, I made a video on this before, but having like multiple tracks that I'm working on. And the reason why is because I would say about 80% of the track might come right away, but then that last 20% or last 15% of the track, it takes some time. And even that just means just like substituting in a different lead sound. Like I'll come up with the main melody or something and then coming back later and fine tuning that sound. So all these little things that take time, that's why I like to have multiple sessions. So if I get stuck on one aspect or get tired of working on one, I can just bounce to another and just keep it going. And so that's kind of where I am now. I'm accumulating multiple sessions to work on, and so that's why instead of just waiting till the end till they're finished, I'm just bringing them to you as I'm starting to work on them. So this is another sample beat. I found a really nice sample. Give you guys a preview of what it sounds like. So some of you guys might not like the chipmunk sound, but anyway, I didn't actually use the vocals for the main part of the sample. Actually, it was a part in the intro, which I'll play the sequence here in just a second, but it's more like a Rhodes and kind of atmospheric sound. So here's the actual sequence. I did add vocal chops later. You guys know I like to accent it with the vocals, which I'll play. But here's the main structure of the sample sequence that I did first. That's the basic loop, basic 8-bar loop, and then of course I had to go in and start adding some different vocal chops. So I first found a really nice vocal stab that I kind of play throughout the whole track. Sounds like this. You guys will hear that, and then I also found some other vocals. Took those. You can hear that they're slightly differently filtered and panned, and then also put delay on those. And so I put those vocal chops kind of in the transitions, like at the 4-bar and 8-bar. You guys can see here. Bassline wasn't anything too wild. Pretty much followed the bass from the sample. Basically using that same technique. I'm using the bass patches that were in the TCustomz bass sample pack for this. It's one of the primary bass samples is in that. Also added a lead sound because I started to experiment. I was like, okay, I want something kind of for the hook. What I ended up doing was taking 3 separate lead sounds. Started with one, came up with this melody, and then I ended up stacking 2 other lead sounds on top of it just to give it, pan them a little bit differently, EQ them a little bit differently, just to give it a more well-rounded sound. So here's kind of what it sounds like with the lead. And so, you know, I just kept getting in and just adding more stuff. I added some more vocal chops, I believe, somewhere. I can't find the track. But anyway, so after that, I just started going in and started adding some drum work. I added this other little kind of synth transition. You know, just a little something extra to give it some variation. So where I am now is I have the main structure. I've got kind of like the hook part formed. I've got it drop the lead out and go into the verse. And really what I feel like I need now is just a couple more elements. I'm gonna go back through the sample and do some different filtering. See if I can find some more subtle chops that would just kind of be supporting instrumentation for to accompany the main sample that I have. I may also dig back into some of our virtual instruments. Let's look at some like pads or strings to kind of make more supporting instrumentation. So we'll see how that goes. And then I just want to look at some more vocal chops, some different variations. I'm also going to look into switching up some of the main sample chops. You know, I've got a main loop now, which is pretty cool, and it should carry out the majority of the track, but I'm also going to look at, you know, just some little subtle variations, adding some more vocal pieces and whatnot, and just really building it up. I think it's got a lot of potential. I also added some transitional sounds. I'm probably going to add some more, maybe some little subtle percussion. But anyway, again, guys, just an inside listen into the track that I'm working on before it's actually finished and released. So you guys can get a kind of an idea what the track is. I really love these kind of tracks, kind of smooth. You can even have a vocalist on this, or a singer, R&B style kind of hip hop stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, I will try to bring you guys some more inside listens into some tracks that I'm working on coming soon. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace. Now, we can discuss things like Ableton Live strategies and tips, anything specifically you need help with in Ableton Live, general production techniques. So if you need, so maybe something I've covered in one of my videos, or something that you need more in-depth help on as far as your music production is concerned, a little tip or strategy, we can cover that. We can talk about anything from mixing and mastering. I've had a lot of questions over the years about mixing a beat, mixing a hip-hop beat, sampling, how to chop samples and how to get your samples to work together, mixing drums, a variety of different things, anything you've pulled from my YouTube videos.